Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, just gonna go and do the get the pop-out chat so I can read it slightly easier. So yeah, just wait for some people to get on. So I'll let you know when I can see you. Right, what am I trying to do? Channel. You might hear a bit of feedback in a second. Right, don't want that playing. Right, Stug. Right, Paul. Pop-out chat. Right, John. 10 minutes before you go to work, is it? Good to see you on at least for a little bit. Right, Jake. Yeah, not bad, mate. I'm all right. Right. Where's the fucking... Right, hang on. I'll let you know when I can see you all properly. Edit. Just trying to set this all up now so it's easier for me. Right, shut that. If I want to do slow mode, I can do it. Right, Jim. Right, breathe, fire. I don't... Have you... What? You got another new one, have you, John? As in, not the one you polished recently, but another one. So Jake said, "Hey, Cuddy, how you doing?" I'm good, Jake. I'm good. My joints are out in a bit, but I think that's just where I've been in the shed. I was in the shed angle grinding for quite a few hours recently. Probably old age. Brave said, "I've built a new World War II mace and finished off my weed slasher katana. Next thing is upload video. Nice. I look forward to seeing that. Sounds good." Jim M said, "I'll do." Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. I'm going to do a video later. There's a video on. I'm going to play a video on this live stream showing how I did that shooting myself video. Nick's knives, right, mate. Litter picker. I have seen the polished one. Yes, very nice, John. I liked it. I'm a little bit phlegmy at the minute. I've just eaten recently, so I'm going to be coughing for a little bit. Ravens, I'm good, mate. How are you? He said, "Hi, man. How are you?" Stug said, "How you all doing?" Yeah, I'm good. John said, "Well, I got another 2-2 single axe Ruger." Oh, nice. Nice, yeah, that sounds good. Video base, right, Peach. Tactical said, "I'll not be on tonight. So if you read this, am I really here?" Jake said, "Too much wanking makes your arms ache." Sounds like you got experience there. I'm going to say it was from working in the shed too much. Who knows? Paul said that April Fool's video was well put together. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people still now think I actually really did shoot myself. But it didn't go in, sort of thing. It's all camera trickery. When there's a few more people on, I'm going to put a video on here showing you how I did it. It's about 4 minutes long. So when we get about, how many's on now? When there's about 20 people on, I'll put it on. And then I'll upload it normally so other people can see it. Paul said, I've read that, didn't I? Zed, you right, mate? Pete said it was real. Tactical said evening all. John said 3 shots at 10 yards, all within spot about the size of a quarter. That sounds good. That sounds good, that does. What's that, the new 2-2? What you out tonight, Jake? I ain't going to do nothing this weekend. As I say, my joints keep fucking hurting so bad. My shoulder's hurting so much lately, I can't sleep at night hardly. It's weird. It hurts more at night. It hurts less when I'm, just awake. But when I try and sleep, no matter which way I lay, it fucking kills. And this shoulder never hurts. This shoulder's hurting. My fucking elbow's hurting. My hand was hurting as well down there. It's not all just this arm. This shoulder's hurting. But yeah, this one seems to be worse. It might have been because I was angle grinding. When I made that little hatchet there, I was angle grinding for at least probably an hour and a half. And it was pulling at times. So I was holding that fucking angle grinder as tight and as hard as I could. So it wouldn't, shoot off. So it may be that. Joshua said, does anyone know how to change your Twitch username? Sadly, I don't. No. I would just look on Google. You'll probably find it easy enough, mate. Video base, I'm definitely going to cast a mace. Yeah, that's another good idea. Yes, there. Excellent idea there, Peach. Verdon, you're right, mate. Zed said, I knew it wasn't real. When there wasn't a single, for fuck's sake. You got hit. Exactly. Codeine, I'll have to do that, Jim. I have actually got some. I've took some ibuprofen, but they don't really seem to be doing a lot. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. I know you have the same issues. Yeah, I've never had it this bad. This is the worst I've ever had it. Joint pain. Yeah, both shoulders, but this one's worse. So bad I can't sleep at night. Elbows hurting. Yeah, I have actually got some codeine. I'll take some of that tonight, see if that'll help me sleep. Cheers, Jim. Liam, you're right, mate. West Yorkshire, Sam, you're right, Sam. Jake said, not much really, just playing sub. Yeah, I'm playing that. Yeah. What is it called? Subnautica. Yeah. Yeah. I'm playing that. I played that earlier. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Liam said, someone bought an ionization chamber from me on eBay. So I was packing and labeling them. Welsh Dan, you're right, Dan, how you doing? Now I'll take the two because it even says on the packet not to take them more than 3 days at a time, doesn't it? No, I definitely won't go overboard with them. Liam said, yeah, codeine is great. Issue is good luck not wanting it with no pain. No, I'll stick to nice low doses, and hopefully won't be an issue. John said, if the ammo shortage ends, I'll enter the Ruger in the shooting competition. Nice one, that sounds good. Zed said they put me on another course of antibiotics for my foot. Are you still haven't go through that, Zed? Fuck's sake, nightmare. Jake said, yeah, it's not bad. I've just built a sub. Oh, I ain't got that far yet. I haven't built a sub, but I've built a little fucking base near the little pod where you start. I ain't got to the I ain't done a sub yet. I've got the little thing that can pull you around and the radiation suit. Right. I'm now going to put a now there's 22 people on. I'm going to put a video on showing how I did the I want to do the spoilers for how I did my prank, just so you don't know. So it'll be about 4 minutes long, and I'll still be able to chat to you I'll still be able to type to you. So you ready? I'll just read these. Paul said, Mike, don't forget to download Days Gone. Oh, nice one. Yes, get that. Right, ready? So yeah, this is how I did the that I shot myself prank. All right, back in 4 minutes. Right, I thought I'd better do a video showing that I didn't actually shoot myself with a crossbow, because I think I did such a good special effects with this. It actually genuinely does look like I actually did shoot myself with a bolt, even if it was a blunt bolt, but it genuinely wasn't. So what I'll show you now is how I did it. So here's the person who really got shot, Zombie. So in this sequence, I'm just setting up the part where I need the bolt to hit the armour. So you can see me manually shooting it. That doesn't actually happen in the real clip. But this is just so I've got an impact going into Zombie. So that's the shooting part done. Now with the bolt hanging out of the body armour, I can stand in front of the crossbow that's not loaded, as you'll see. So the bolt is already in the vest, and the crossbow is uncocked and unloaded. So now I'll just do a fake impact. Check my fly's done up just before I do that. Yeah, and I do a fake impact, and that's how that bit's done. So I never actually ever stood in front of a loaded crossbow. So there you can see the bolts hanging out of the armour. And this bit here, you can see the string hanging down. And this is how I did the shot without my hand in place. basically loaded up the crossbow as normal behind it, all safely, never in front of the crossbow ever. And then I zoomed in a little bit, and then I pulled the trigger with a second bit of string off camera. So that's how there's a shot and without a shot. And then what I do, I superimpose those two together, shown here. So I'll just leave myself in and cross that over with the crossbow that actually shoots. That's how that bit's done. There's a little bit more to it where I had to superimpose a tiny little bit over my chest to cover up the bolt that's already in it. I won't show you that bit because that takes a long time to do. But yeah, I basically superimposed a tiny little bit over my chest. You will actually be able to see that at the end of the video though. So this is me taking out the armour panel, but I didn't want that in because I actually wanted the bolt to actually penetrate right through. So zoom in a bit so you can't see it zombie. Shoot the bolt. The string was in the exact wrong place though and covered up the bolt. So I never really used a lot of this footage. Also didn't really make much sense. I just used it for the impact. So now here's me with the bolt broken off. I snapped the bolt in half. Put it back in and then do the fake impact. And then this is the finished part. And if you look carefully on my chest, as the impact happens, this is in slow motion, you can see the bit I superimposed disappears to reveal the bolt sticking out. This is it in slow motion again. Zoomed in. Look at my chest. And actually, if you look at the crossbow, you can see it's like this difference as well. But it's done well enough that you can't really see it when it's actually normally there. Right, so yeah, there you go. That was my April Fool's Day prank. Sorry for those who was fooled. I hope you enjoyed it though. Yeah, I certainly enjoyed doing it. Took a bit of doing. There's my proof. I never ever stood in front of a loaded crossbow. Right, hope you enjoyed the video. See you later. Right, there you go. Because fuck that, I would not stand in front of a loaded crossbow ever. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that little sort of behind the scenes. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And as Jim said, there's more to that than you think. To get that sort of, yeah, how it looks. I think I'd done it. Some people, even after, still believed I did actually stand in front of a loaded crossbow and shot it into me, but it was like maybe a blunt bolt or something. No, it's like that. Because it's too easy for that to... One of those tests, when I shot it, it missed... It went like here with Zombot. So it was nowhere near the armour. Jake, did you see my prank of me pretending I got shot for April Fool's? Yeah, Jim said, that editing is more in-depth than I thought. Good job. Bob said, well done, Mike. Thank you, Bob. You right, mate? Stag said that was well done, Mike. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, there was a lot. I'll tell you what, that actually took me about... To film and edit that, it took about fucking 4 hours. But you lot, if you know me well enough, you know I wouldn't do something like that. That's just asking for trouble, isn't it? Sam said, next year an apple on your head. I'm going to have to think of something completely different next year. Because I think I've only done the April Fool's twice. I think so anyway. The other one was accidentally cutting off my fingers with that Bowie knife just there. Yeah, that convinced some people right up until I did the chopping. But yeah, I don't know what I'll do next year. The one I did this year was spur of the moment. I've decided that the night before, about 10 o'clock at night. Jed said you did a good job with that. Thank you, Jed. Yeah, I think it's only when they're pointed out you can tell. Watching that back, you can't, when you watch it originally, you can't see the superimposed bit over my chest. You can't see the bit near the crossbow. Yeah, Jake, if you look at my latest video, not today's the last one, it was a April Fool's video where I pretended that I accidentally shot myself with a crossbow. and it's probably got about 1,000. By the time this ends, it will have over 1,000 views, I'd say, which is good for me. Yeah, quite a few people still think that I did actually shoot myself, but it wasn't actually, you know, but fuck that. Nick said, I knew it was fake straight away because you obviously never do that, but it still took me a bit to figure out how you done it. Yeah, it was quite a good setup, wasn't it? Now, I know most of you lot would know that I wouldn't do that because who fucking would? Richard said, what about an arrow to the knee? I could do. I'll have to remember that one. Dan said, I thought you might have had a few drinks to stand in front of a crossbow. Mother, I got something to show you in a minute. I'll show you it now. Sorry I hadn't told you. I keep forgetting. That's yours. I meant to tell you today, but it's been a weird day for me. I've had it about, I think I got it yesterday. Matt said, Stacey, WeaponCollector fan baby doing well. Oh, nice one. Yeah, that's good. But I think Zombert is the dad of her baby, even though he has no legs. Please, Mike, have a word with Zombert. Yes. Luckily, you never have to care. Yeah, Zombert's got no legs, so it's just like a T section. Iron Man, right, mate? Little Pickford said it was professionally done. I believed it until a second before you fessed up. Now I feel bad for believing you. Do you believe that stupid? Nah, it's all good. Some people just seem to. Some people just yeah. Maybe I'm just that convincing. I do deliberately do them things very deadpan though, so that you know you can't really tell if I'm joking or not till I say I'm not. Ryan, you right, mate? Brief Fire said I had to nick the neighbour's milk bottles to cut. And I had a nice one. Yeah, good doing your milk bottle cutting. There you go, Mother. That's your one of them. I'll have a chat with you soon about how to progress. Iron Man said, Mike, where's my Easter egg? You absolute diamond. You know what? I haven't had an Easter egg for about 20 years. So when I get one, I'll send you one. Is it officially Easter now? I know, what do you call it? Slingshot Warrior. He said to me Happy Easter earlier. Mother said, is this a Jaguar crossbow quiver you put on the R9? Yes, it is. Yeah. That's what it is. Just required, you do need to do a little bit of filing or cutting on the foregrip to make it fit absolutely perfectly. But it's not a hard job. I'll show people how to do it eventually if you ever want to do it. Yeah, do you want me to show you that? I'll show you it close up in a minute. That's a flash in your package at Mother. There's a whole new meaning on this channel. Liam says it's Good Friday. Oh, is it Good Friday Day? Yes, it is Easter then, isn't it? But yeah, I suppose it is Friday. It is Easter now, isn't it? But yeah, I suppose yeah, Easter is the what was it? This was when he was crucified, and he risen. He arose on the Sunday, I suppose, isn't it? Brave said, Mike, could you sharpen a curved ornament katana? Yeah, I'll sharpen that one. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it depends how good they are. You want it at least sort of 440 stainless, and I would say if you do, don't ever cut anything hard with it. I'd recommend maybe not even cutting bottles. You want to cut things like if you're going to do an ornamental katana, cut things like pumpkins and that are nice and soft. Zed said, I'm waiting for the Daily Fail headline. YouTuber demonstrates how his deadly crossbow can pierce police body armor. Yes. Yeah, and then we can fuck them over with all the bullshit they're talking. Matt said, no drinking this week. No, I'm going to have at least, I could have had a drink like down my brother's tomorrow, but nah, my fucking joints are killing me. And I don't know if it's just where I was in the shed angle grinding for so long, or I don't know if it's potentially the same thing that gives you gout. It can still collect in your other joints. You just don't have it like the same. But my fucking shoulders are hurting. My elbow's hurting. My wrist keeps hurting. Yeah. So I might lay off the booze because I had been doing a lot of drinking shit I shouldn't be drinking and eating stuff I shouldn't be eating. So I might have a couple of healthy weeks just in case. Because if that old shit comes back, you can't hardly walk. Ryan said, doesn't feel like Easter with lockdown. No, it doesn't. It don't. But then I'll be honest, Easter, like I didn't even know today was bank holiday till halfway through the day, and I noticed everyone was in. So, after time, I don't even know it's it's a bank holiday or a holiday. My man said, Mike, have you seen the AK type underwater rifle darts? I have seen them. I tell you, I've seen them, Iron Man. You know all those like weapon books you can buy. Yeah, and they're like a bullet, but the end is like a fucking big sort of spike, isn't it? Yeah, I have, and the magazine's about that wide, and it sort of steps. Yeah, I have seen them. Yeah, there was on. Yeah, in some of the gun books I've got. When you had to buy gun books in the old days because there wasn't no internet. It's good to have them kind of things, because if there ever ain't any internet, that's what you'll need. That's with healthy, boring though. That's what I'm a fat bastard. Yeah, I agree with you though. Yeah, healthy is boring, but yeah, sometimes it's essential because I do things to excess. Yeah. So I was just going to say to Mother, yeah, so Mother, you're, I'll message you later. Jim said we had all our neighbours' sewer shit and nappies flowing past our doorstep this morning. Trees rotted the pipes. The bloke who came and cleared it up. 8 p.m. was awesome. Offered him a whiskey. Yeah, good on you, Jim. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? But what everything will happen. I hate things like that. Because round at my house, if anything like that happens, I have to do it. We've got cleaning rods, and there's some things you couldn't do. We'd have to get the council out. But yeah, there's been at least 2 times this year I've had to get the cleaning rods out because our drain, the sort of 2 foot, like the ones where you open it and there's like a 2 foot drop, and then you can see the waste pipes. That was backed up right to the top with shit, bog roll, yeah, that's my bloody job. Right, I didn't realise it was April. You lose all track of time when shut in. At least the dog and the missus have kept me busy. Yeah, you do lose track, definitely. I've said, Mike, you're the best. Yeah, we'll sort it out soon, mate. Sorry I hadn't actually told you straight away. Yeah, man, oh, that's it. Peach. Chris, he said, gout is the worst pain I've ever felt. I couldn't even have a bed sheet touching my toe last time I had a flat. Yeah, bad, isn't it? I've only ever had it full on. I won't do the old gout talk that I do because I go on and on forever sometimes. But right, that's for the others. I've had gout about 3 times. Once, the first time I had it, I didn't know what it was. The second time, I definitely knew what it was. I had it full on about 2 days before Christmas. It's probably all the food, and I didn't know what was causing it. And now I know what to eat and what not to eat. That was like horrendous. As you say, you can't even have a bed sheet touching it. Hurts. Try to get your fucking shoes on. Oh, fuck that. And then I had it one other time, but that time I managed to stop it by taking tablets, and not the ones that get rid of it, but just ibuprofen, taking a load of home remedies, putting ice on it. I got rid of it before it fully flared up. Yeah, it's very painful, don't it, Chris? That's today after your drunk stream. I bet you'd have to beat it to death to flash it. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Break its back, as we call it. Jim says, shush, usually me too. But I told Rachel that the law says it has to be done by certified professional. I wish I could use that line. Jim, fucking hate shitty fucking drains, man. The worst one. Can't think of any job worse than that. There probably are, but that's one of the most unpleasant ones. But our drains seem to block up quite often. I think it's because at some point, some twat builder here, one of the council builders, has chucked cement down the drain, and it's gone into the drain, and left some sort of little bubbles of cement, and now stuff catches on it. Matt said, have you seen the grav mags for the Crossman 2240? Only 30 quid to buy a 9-round magazine. I have not. I've not seen that. That sounds good, though. I love my Crossman 224. Is there any way you could send me a... Matt, you can email me, can't you? Could you just... Or someone put on Twitter or something, or just a comment on a message would do, Matt, to remind me. I wouldn't mind looking that up. Dorothy said, what are your two preferred self-defense weapons of choice? I don't know. If it was like shit hit the fan without rule of law, or somewhere where I could legally have it, I did used to love a good old knuckle duster. Brass knuckles. They're not all that good though, but they're just a nice novelty, I think. Because you still have to get close to someone. They're illegal over here now. And then legally, I don't know, strobing flashlight, maglite. But I don't know. You don't mean that though. You mean actual weapons, don't you? Shortened down pickaxe handle is quite good. Mother said, what do you think about UMX air javelin? Probably good, but way overpriced for me, so I'd probably never look into it. Pointless for me to even look into it. I don't really know, Mother. They probably are good. Iron Man said, Mike, have you ever broke your nose? I did fall in over blind drunk and bled like a pint of blood. I don't think I've ever... Now, I think if you ever broke your nose, you'd know it, wouldn't you? I have been punched on the nose quite a few times and had nosebleeds and that, but I don't think I've ever... No, unless you can have your nose broke without knowing, I haven't, no. No, I'm lucky with the old falling over drunk. I've never done the old... Well, I have done a face plant, but it didn't seem to do anything. Dice said, I'll remind you about the 2240. I thought you was dead. I'll just put a video on showing how I did that. I'll upload it on here on the live stream. I'll upload it properly soon. Dad said, watch any films this week? No, I don't think I did. I was going to watch a couple of films and I sat there for 45 minutes trying to decide what to watch and then ended up watching something just as good as a film anyway. What We Do in the Shadows. I love that, actually. I forget how much I like that. Still not finished series 2, but I watched about 3 episodes, and that's sort of... I don't know. It's so good, I don't want to watch it all, if that makes sense. Yeah, I really enjoy that. Because that's actually got every main character in that. Out of the, let's say, the 5 main characters, I'm actually a fan of 4 of them anyway. Matt Berry is one of my favourite actors. The bird in it, she's very funny. Natasha, English bird, she's really funny as well. Kevin Novak, he's funny. And Mark, the one who plays Colin, I'm a fan of his as well. From he goes on some Tim Heidecker stuff. So yeah, so it's not a lot. 4 out of 5 actors. The 5th one, I don't know him, but he's good anyway. Yeah, I like that. I don't think I've watched any films yet anyway. If I have, I can't fucking remember what they're called, so it couldn't have been all that good. Kenny said, in the UK, weapon collecting is getting harder and harder. Yeah, it is. One thing I would say to anybody about weapon collecting nowadays, right now, don't buy anything from abroad. Do not bother, because they're fucking people over. Customs are stopping legal weapons, legal knives, and then telling the police, sorry. So customs are stopping legal knives, telling the police the person's address, and also telling the person you've got to come and pick it up, shit like that, or sending it back. Yeah. Oh, Mother said, can you show the quiver on the R9? Yes, I can, mate. I forgot I didn't do that. You could have it either way round as well if you want it. But I noticed it fits on this way better. And then what you do, you just take one out like that and then just turn it around, slide it in. Hang on. So if you can see, I've had to cut a groove in there. So it's hard to do this. There's a groove cut in there. so it sits actually inside the handle, and then it's just zip tied on. But it's solid, and this handle is actually connected to the quiver. It just fits on absolutely perfectly. Look, you can see that. So you can still even have a handle there. It's a slight weird angle, but yeah, it just by pure fluke, that handle actually fits onto the quiver. But it fits really well, look. So don't get in the way. Yeah. I'll be honest, out of all the quivers I've seen people have on these, this is probably the best setup I've seen. Fuck, some of the ones I've seen are terrible. They literally have this like here. Like upright, really weird setups I've seen for them. Video base said just got a map gas blowtorch of Amazon. Remember your bookmarks, right? Thank you. Matt said, Mike, if you type Crossman 2240 Grav Mag into eBay, it comes up. All right, mate. I will do what I've just Googled it now. They are. That should be in my history now. Cheers, mate. Ryan said, my God, what we do in the shadows is so funny. Matt Berry and the Werewolf sport me to tears. It's great, and it makes me cry a bit in two ways. It makes me cry out of pure fucking hilarity. It makes me cry a little bit because I actually genuinely love the characters so much. That sounds weird, but I sometimes get into things so badly. Yeah. James had never seen it yet, but being Matt Berry, he's never done a crap comedy. Exactly. I think you'll love it, Jim. I love what we're doing in the shadows. It's fucking brilliant. And Matt Berry is just doing his typical Matt Berry, his over the top way of saying things. And it's even better because they're vampires. They he exaggerates it even more. Yeah, he's great. They're all really good in it. All of the characters in it are really good. Video Boy said you are the best at crossbow mods. Thank you, Pete. But I'm not being funny though. If you look at some of the quivers you see on these things, they are terrible setup. That's really sleek, that is. I think that just goes nicely with it, doesn't it? It's not sticking out. I've seen some of them where it's like on the side sticking out that way to about here. Makes no sense, does it? Thank you for bigging me up, Pete. I appreciate it. Matt said, Mike, I think I'm ill. I was actually talking about weapons and no console doors or sounding kits. Kenny said, does the R9 come from abroad? If you did have any problems. I just got mine from Merlin Archery, which was UK. Iron Man said, which crossbow would you use in a zombie outbreak? Probably this one, in all honesty. But what I would do, I would put the £130 prod on it. Yeah, probably this. Because although this hasn't much more advantage over like a Jaguar, it's so much easier to cock. And you don't have to keep putting it down. That's the thing I like about these, is being able to cock it like that. You don't have to put it on the floor. So you're getting a little bit more speed that way. Probably this, but with the most powerful prod I could get. Yeah. I know most people would probably think I'd say that, but it's not consistent enough, and it doesn't shoot full-size heavy bolts. See this, I can shoot those, or bigger if I wanted. That was the broadhead I was showing you then, if you missed what I was showing. Ryan said, have you seen the movie, which is what the series is based on? No, I don't know if, in all honesty, I don't know if I'd like the series, the film, sorry, to what we do in the shows. I like the two actors in it, but I don't think it'd be the same, because partly why I like what we do in the shadows so much is that they're all, they're all British actors. The form, well, Colin isn't. Colin's American, but the three main vampires in it are actually, UK-based actors. So it sort of endears me to them a bit more. And some of them are my favourite actors as well. So, Di said, get another build on the go. Most powerful crossbow you've done. Or another badass stick. All right. Tactical said, WeaponCollector, don't cry. We just said WD-40. Let Pick said, any idea what rate you fire out of an R9 setup? I can do it if you want. I could like test it if you want. Pretty quick though, because you don't have to put the crossbow down. Jim said my favourite Matt Berry character is Beef in House of Force. Yeah, that was good. I really like that. Do you know that's really hard to get on DVD? That is. I wanted to buy that recently, Jim. You can get it, but it's like 22 quid. It's a real shame. But I actually really like that. Typical BBC iPlayer fuck up though. So unlike like Channel 4, if they make a TV series, they put it on all four. It's just on there forever. Fucking iPlayer, it'll put things on for 6 months and then disappear it for like 2 years. Then they'll bring it back without telling anyone for 6 months. Really weird setup what they do on iPlayer. Otherwise, I could just watch it on there. That's where I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows on iPlayer. But yeah, and then they'll disappear them, and then it's not there. Yeah, House of Fools, excellent. Yeah, I would say Matt Berry is probably my favourite comedy actor, definitely. Ken said, films better than the series. Do you reckon? I'll give it a go, but I've just got a feeling that the actors, I think because the actors are different, I might not have the same feel for it. Frank, you right, mate? You got vaccinated. Good for you, mate. Matt said, do you think the R9 would beat the Barnet compound? It probably would, purely because the Barnet you still had to put down. That was a lovely thing to shoot as well, but you still had to put the front end on the ground. So although it made cocking really easy, and because it was doing it with levers with little round pulley things on, it always cocked it nice and straight, because sometimes when you're cocking things by hand, you can cock them off, you know. Yeah, I'd say that'd be quicker. The R9 would be quicker. Darcy, how can we not on a backfast? Sober weekend for me. Richard said the 130 R9 has similar foot-pound energy to an old 300-pound medieval crossbow. If it was enough power then, it's enough now. But well, it would be then. Yeah, you're right, Rich. Yeah. There you go then. 130. Do perfect. Jim said I loved it. Old school Reeves and Mortimer. Yeah, good, wasn't it? It was very good. Yeah, because them two. I'll tell you who else I really like, actually. I like Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer. But I like, out of them two, I'm a Bob Mortimer fan, I think, more than I like them both, but yeah. I think I'm a slightly more Bob Mortimer fan than Vic Reeves. But Vic Reeves is, I love him because how fucking weird he is. Fucking freak show. But I love a freak show. Mother said old Barnet crossbows also didn't have anti-dry for oil safety and safety. Yeah, it didn't have. Yeah, it did have mine did have a safety on it, but it was a very basic safety. But it didn't have anti-dry fire. Tactical said I shot 3 hours this afternoon before next door came up moaning. I won't repeat my answer. That's such a shame, isn't it? Yeah, I noticed my neighbours was putting back up their fence today, which was sort of sad because I thought, oh, I hope that don't mean they're putting it up because she's moving soon. I got a feeling they're putting it up because they bank holiday weekend probably wanted to have barbecue or something. Yeah, but yeah. But I'm lucky. My neighbour's always been good all the way around, and even like with Jackie next door with the fence completely down, she don't mind. Yeah, it's a nightmare when you can't even do something in your own fucking garden. I know Liam knows how that feels. I'll get round to watching Garth Marenghi's Dark Place again soon, and then I think when I'll tell you why I haven't watched it again yet. I want to save Garth Marenghi's Dark Place for when I do the next film club, because I'm going to do some bits of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place for the film club. So although it's not a film, it would be a TV series. Ryan says Shooting Stars was a staple in my house. Yeah, Shooting Stars, excellent. Yeah, really good. Yeah, Matt Berry, though, I'm a big fan of his. Yeah, I think I have, because it's Friday, isn't it? I think I have watched a film. Let me look for you, Zed. I'll have a quick look. But it couldn't have been much of a film if I can't remember what it was called. Oh, I watched so last weekend. I watched Raising Arizona, but that's like, you know, I've seen that hundreds, well, not hundreds of times, but I've seen Raising Arizona loads of times. I watched that after I went in after having a drink. So I had a drink, went into Wendy House, watched that film, come in. Yeah, if I did watch a film, I cannot remember what the fuck it was called. Yeah, no, the only one on the thing I've watched films was Raising Arizona. Matt said, Mike, I noticed your green recycle bin was turned around. The district council couldn't be seen. Smart move. Yes. A fucking nightmare trying to remember to do that. Because, yeah, people forget that. That's a dead giveaway. And often people show their bin number. I know some people don't care. And it probably wouldn't be an issue for them anyway. But, yeah, I try to, turn the bin around. Iron Man said, "What are your thoughts on the Prometheus packs?" Yeah, I always like them. I may actually have some Iron Man. I might have like one or two. Put it that way. Have a look. No, I haven't. But yeah, I like the the Prometheus good pellets. Penetrate quite deep, harder than a normal pellet. So seem to sort of, I like the old Prometheus Iron Man. The only thing is sometimes in new guns, I noticed that the plastic is cutting into the rifling, and then sometimes you'll see it coming out afterwards. I don't think it really makes much difference though. Or when you clean the gun out, you'll see all of this, the plastic coming out. But I don't think it really makes any difference. Imran Khan, how are you? How many subscribers you got? If you are the hottest cricketer and Pakistan Prime Minister, thanks for joining in. Liam said, as they say, good fancies make good neighbours. Sadly, I don't have the burning wall in my garden. Freddie, you right, mate? Sorry, I missed you there. Irishman said, I think Nadia is so do I. Yeah, Nadia is pretty sexy in What We Do in the Shadows, isn't she? Oh geez, I shoot my Joanna Ware arc in the garden all the time. Neighbours are old. Yeah, that's good. If some people have no issue, I don't really have much issue, but some people do. Let's tell you what Silence of the Lambs the other day. Yeah, I think last year I re-watched Silence of the Lambs and I forgot how good that was. And I forgot how good Anthony Hopkins. I actually sometimes prefer the Brian Cox version of Hannibal Lecter, but I fucking love how nuts Anthony Hopkins looks as. There's bits when he actually looks psychotic, and that's just a look on his face where he's got that weird vacant look, that weird staring vacant look. He looks absolutely fucking mental. And when you watch Red Dragon, which is set before it, I notice he's not doing it, or he's not doing it as good. And it's sort of spelt it. It's just a look. It's a single look, a vacant sort of, you know what I mean? But yeah, I noticed in Red Dragon he's not doing it quite so good. But Silence of the Lambs, yeah, I forgot how good he is at Hannibal Lecter. Kenny said, "What's the upgrade?" Oh, nice one. I'll tell you what. If you don't want to watch a film tonight or soon, on All 4, they've just put on the film Climax. Now, I think it's a French film and it's completely subtitled, but it is fucking excellent. It'll sound weird when I describe it, and when I went to watch it, I thought this sounds terrible. It sounds shit. It's basically about a load of French dancers who are practicing for a big dance in a sort of school that, a shut down school, not a shut down school, but no one's in the school and they're in there in the night practicing in the main hall doing their dances. And I'll be honest with you, some of it is a little bit sort of poncy and weird, but when it gets going, oh my god, it's mental. Right, so this, if you read the description, you'll know this happens anyway. So it starts off with they're just interviewing all the people, so there's quite a lot of stuff you'll have to read, but it doesn't really matter. They're celebrating their dancing, having a drink and all that, and then turns out someone spiked the drink with LSD, and then so after about half an hour, you have at least an hour and a half of all of these people, dancers, completely off their heads on LSD. But none of them, most of them have never, like the ones who've done drugs are taking it all right, but the ones who've never done drugs are going absolutely mad. It's slightly based on a true story. Oh, I've just got cramp in my shoulder blade. But yeah, I know that doesn't sound that good, but it was fucking excellent because they're going fucking mad, some of them. Video Bait said, I'll definitely make some videos when I do some casting. Lawrence, right, mate? Jim said, I trimmed my neighbour's edge for him, Mike. So he's all interested in my crossbows and air rifles. It's safe anyway, but it's good that they're on board. Yeah, that is very good, isn't it? Yeah, mine are fine. Mine have always been fine. Yeah, so that film is called Climax, and it's on all 4 now. Little Pickers, I'm digging a hole in my garden. Neighbour says, what are you doing? Oh, I know this one. He said, I'm burying a goldfish. Neighbour says, that's a bloody big hole for a goldfish. I said, not really. It's inside your cat. I know that one. Liam said, yeah, Silence is fucking excellent. Still think my favourite Hannibal film is Manhunter. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Out of all of those films, yeah, a Hannibal film, Manhunter is definitely the best one. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Manhunter. Oh, God, that is fucking excellent film. Michael Mann as well in it. Having an old friend for dinner. Freddie said, I'm getting HFC VSR 10 BB gun. It's £100. Looking forward to some BB gun wars with my mates as it's a sport. So group of 6 and we get score. Nice one, Freddie. Yeah, sounds good. Raven said you should check out a movie called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I have seen that years ago. Yeah, I've seen that. That said, how's your salt intake at the moment? Lack of salt causes cramps. I ain't sure, man. Yeah, I'm not much for having salt on things, but I don't know if I'd lack salt. I think it was just a weird position I was in. Yeah, fuck knows. I don't know. Nah, I probably wouldn't be lacking salt though. Sing, right, mate, said Red Dragon is the film where he's eating the guy's brain. Is that? Yeah, that's Red Dragon. No, that's Hannibal, isn't it? Where am I? The Hannibal's the one where he's eating his brain. I'm mounted. I'm fixing up an old shed. Going to make a small bunker underneath. Nice one. That'd be excellent. Kenny said, I'll give Climax a watch. Yeah, all right. I will watch Upgrade one day. Where is it on anywhere to watch? But let me know if any of you watch Climax. It's better than it sounds. But that was, and even when you watch the first like 20 minutes, you'll be like, oh no, just trust me. Get through the first 20 minutes. Once they've started drinking the wine and it gets going. And I think at one point, the camera, there's like 4 or 5, there's only 4 or 5 takes in the whole entire film. So it's worth watching for that. So when it hits, the camera is just wandering around like you're in the room. So it'll wander around and it'll be looking at 2 people chatting. And then when it sort of gets bored of them, it'll go off and look at someone else and follow someone else down the corridor and see what's happening to them. And then it'll, another person will walk past the door and it'll follow them out the door. Quite unusual way of it being filmed. So I think it's worth watching just to see a film filmed in an unusual way. Liam said, yeah, I like that Manhunter. It's more artsy 80s synth soundtrack. Weird lighting. Think Brian Cox is only Hannibal and 3 scenes in that. Yeah, he's not in it a lot, is he? But he's good in it, isn't he? And yeah, you know me, I fucking love Manhunter, and you've probably just mentioned most of the reasons why. Yeah, banana helps cramp, don't it, Freddie? Hannibal. Yeah, Netflix. Nice. Yeah, give Climax a go. I could give you one. I could tell you one scene that I think would make you watch it, but it would be quite a spoiler. But at the same time, I don't know. If you want to hear the spoiler to make you want to watch it, let me know. Liam said, yeah, Brian Cox comes across as one of those psychos you'd have no idea he's a killer in, where Hopkins is the guy. This guy's a fucking nut. Yeah. When he's in that cage and he's got them, just that mad fucking look, I love it. Yeah, but I noticed in Hannibal, he doesn't do it at all. And in Red Dragon, he doesn't do it at all. The only one where when Anthony Hopkins, for some reason, really does his all in Silence of the Lambs, and he doesn't seem to do it in the other ones. If you watch them back to back, you notice he just doesn't seem quite the same. Even though Manhunt's set before Silence of the Lambs, isn't it? Says it tonic water is good for treating cramp. Actually, I've got a bit of tonic water. All right, I'll drink that later. I actually have got. Said. No, I won't tell you then, Kenny. Jim said, "Right, well, Alfred Hitchcock was a single shot man." I've seen that. Yes, that's quite good, isn't it? And as a tribute to that, here it is. Is it Psychoville? Yeah. Yes. As a tribute to Rope in Psychoville, these two characters have a one scene episode, one cut episode. Yeah, not one scene. It is one scene, isn't it? Yeah. And if you read it, it says that it's sort of to do with that. Yeah. Average hatchback. Never noticed that. If I remember right, Red Dragon was just where Hopkins was offered a load of money. That makes sense then. That's why he's probably not doing it. Yeah, if you watch it back to back, you can see he don't have the mental look to him. Oh, is there loads of extra bits is there in the book? Jim, I'm surprised you got away with Ryan Cock, or did someone have to I know it's not in that context either, so it should be allowed. Little bit I like Manhunter for Shriekback, the big hush, and the scene with the tiger. Otherwise, I prefer Red Dragon. Do you really? Manhunter is one of my favourite films. No, I won't be. I'll be honest with you, Tattoo. I ain't got no booze anyway, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't. He said only tonic, but I don't be tempted. Iron Man said, Mike, when I watch Big Trouble in Little China, I picture you as Kurt Russell. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Iron Man. Yeah, I love Kurt Russell and Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, great film, that. Richard said, the phone call, get the detective's address, was better in Manhunter. Matt said, Mike, I think your joint pain is bad energy trapped in your body. Watch A Weekend at Bernie's 1 and 2. Total crap I'm using. All right, I'll have a look. I'll find them later. Singh said, Mike, the video on April Fool's Day was very good. Though it's the armor. You can see the impacts. Singh, what I did earlier, I showed how I did that. It's good, wasn't it? I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah. Earlier on this live stream, I showed how I did it. So when this finishes, if you wanted to, you could probably see. But if you wait maybe 2 days, I'll upload the video to YouTube, show you how I did it. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? You can actually see the bolt hit. You can see the bolt. You can actually see the crossbow shoot. All camera tricks. I think I did an all right job with that. Is everyone liking the stream, by the way? I don't know how many likes there are. Dan said, what have you been up to today? Nothing really. Played a bit of Subnautica. What else have I done today? Edited down the video to do the show how I did that fake shooting myself video. I think that's it. It's been a weird day for me today. Because it's bank holiday, I've not had to do anything. I didn't have to do any of the normal shit I normally do. That's it. The name's Pliskin, Mike Pliskin. License to build. Fuck's sake. Except I wouldn't keep going around saying, got smoke. It'd probably be, I don't know, got a gin. So, did you watch Bedtime Stories, by the way? No. I've got that sort of in my history, but no. I'll have a look one day, Zed. Liam said, the best bit in Manhunter that they fucked up in Red Dragon is the revelation with the tapes near the end. Yeah. Freddie said, if that video was real, fucking hell. A lot of people did believe it. I suppose that's the quality of the editing, I suppose. But yeah, when you watch that video showing you how it was done, and yeah, when it's explained, you can see it a bit more. Ryan said, "Oh yeah, Subnautica 3 at the moment on PSN." That's yes, yeah, yeah. I put a couple of hours into it. Quite enjoying it. Oh. Yeah, I watched all of the Silence of the Lambs films, maybe last year, I think, sometime. I forgot that. Yeah, well worth watching, isn't it, Liam? You should might watch Manhunter again tomorrow. No, I reckon at least a year since I watched it. Yeah, I have a bad habit. I've got a load of new films, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood for them. I don't know why. I just ought to watch them because most of the stuff I get is good, especially if I buy it. I won't really buy random films because I don't want to waste my money. So if I buy DVDs, I know they're going to be reasonably good, if that makes sense. But I often spend my time looking up at my DVDs I've seen, thinking, oh, I might just watch one of them. Find something I like that I ain't seen for a while. Kenny said, if anyone likes sci-fi, Upgrade. Yeah, I've been recommended Upgrade quite a many times. Quite a few times, quite a many times. Matt said, your multiple choice Halloween video. Fucking ace, Mike. How long did that take? That was very long. I think that took at least 8 hours. If you mean, yeah, well, the Halloween one, not the Halloween, the Scary Stories one, that took about 8 hours. I think the fucking multiple choice horror story probably took me weeks and weeks to do. That took me fucking a couple of months to film. A couple of hours a day. The weird thing, when I was younger, I liked Terminator 2 and Red Dragon more than Terminator 1 and Manhunter. Now I'm older and cynical. I like Terminator 1 and Manhunter more. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Ian, but yeah, strange, isn't it? I think sometimes you prefer, especially when you're younger, people prefer what's of their time or what they see at that time, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know how strange, isn't it? But yeah, there's Manhunter and Terminator 1, as you say, they've got a good sort of 80s feel to them, haven't they? Tactical said, we got Vikings free on Xbox. Thought I'd give it a go. Found I've already halfway through it. Nice, well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, especially to get a free game that you enjoy is good. My man said, Mike, do your sideburns into night ticks. What would that be? I can't think. Like that. You'd have to flick up, wouldn't it? That way. All right, test. I've got a little video for you. Hang on. It's not the right thing, though, but Ryan said, might have to pick that game up. Been playing Wipeout Amiga Collection all day. Ken said, I watched your video the other day. Thought those weapons behind you were real. Oh, there you go. Kenny, here you go. Here you go. Watch Kenny and Test. Watch this. There you go. It's just a banner, but it's just to cover my ass for for YouTube rules. Liam said, yeah, I think when I was younger, it was due to the more modern stuff looking slicker. Yeah. I thought Terminator 1, when I first saw it, looked crap compared to Terminator 2, but now I appreciate how good it was for its no budget. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's it. Kenny said, that said a lot. There's the funniest video I've seen involving weapons. That fella doing a quick draw. I fucking shot myself in the leg. Okay, no. I'll tell you what, Zed. We often laugh about Tex fucking Grebner. Because in all honesty, he used to be a real fucking arsehole. So I don't know if he still is. He used to be a right weird trolling arsehole. So when that happened, I think a lot of people sort of, you know, thought, oh, there's a bit of karma for you, sort of thing. I don't know, but yeah, text fucking Greb, and I just fucking shot myself. We often mention him. Because I'm old enough to have loved films like American Werewolf in London, Total Recall for their groundbreaking effects. No, I appreciate them for the cheese value. That's a new package for your mother. You forgot your clip. Oh yeah, mother, if you're still on, this I should have done this one for you.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Freddie said, have you got a video expanding your Chinese book? Yes, I have. Yeah, look on my channel for Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle. In fact, if you just put bullpup rifle on my channel, you'll find it. Yeah. And watch the newer one. The newer one's still old as fuck anyway. Yeah, we often go on about, oh, text Grebner, I just fucking shot myself in the leg. What was the other things he said? Richard, Liam, and Peach would know. Some of the other things that he got about his training kicking in. Oh, that's when my training kicked in, and then he rung his mum and dad. Not an ambulance. He is very lucky. It sort of went down his thigh, came out near his knee, and didn't actually do that much damage. Very, very lucky, really. Yeah, Commando, excellent film. Commando probably influenced me putting shit like that up on my wall. You can blame Arnold Schwarzenegger partly for it. Commando and Raw Deal. Raw Deal and Commando, Predator. They're just gun porn films. Oh, on the stream? No, I haven't. No. I'll explain. Oh, sorry, Freddie. I'll have to add that. That's a good idea. Oh, so when someone says, is that gun a Groza or a QBZ or whatever, I can hold that up and go, no, it's a... Yeah, I might do that. So I didn't know what you meant, Freddie. They should make a rifle that shoots bulldog puppies. Right, mate. Liam said there's a bloke in Band of Brothers based on a real bloke who killed himself by accident after surviving some brutal battles by accident, shooting himself in the leg. That's a massive shame, isn't it? Tactical in Mike is Bennett. I've still got to get myself a chainmail vest. Can't even have the fucking trench knife now, though. Ryan said, Commando, the movie Arnie clearly had infinite ammo cheat activated. Yeah, I love them old Arnie films. The old 80s Arnie's films. Fucking excellent. Yeah. Oh, and Tremors would also have influenced that, because Tremors probably influenced the gun board very much, because that's the first time I ever saw like a gun board like that. So I think Tremors is pretty much a gun porn as well. Yes, definitely. Right, Ghost Jesus. How you doing, mate? Liam said, yeah, because the safety was different on the German Luger, he took us a trophy compared to 1911. If I remember. Right, yeah. Band of Brothers I've not actually seen, so I don't know. But yeah. I said, Mike, in a survival shitty fan event, would you rather hunt rabbits, pigeons, or pheasants? Not rabbits, because you can't live off rabbits. You have to be careful. You can actually get rabbit starvation. But you could, if it was solely, I would not rabbits. But I don't know. If you could still have a varied diet of other things, you won't. You have to be careful. People have died just eating rabbit when they're so lean. Maybe pheasant, but I'm not sure, because I'd eat all of them. As long as you could get, if you could get other healthy diet, the rabbit would still be fine. Yeah, exactly. The rabbit would probably be, I don't know, I'm trying to think what would be easier to hunt. I don't know. Singh said, Mike, do you reckon you could make a predator blade on your wrist? I'll have to look into that. Yeah, you probably could do something. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could have like a handle, I suppose a handle with a thing around your wrist, and then the thing's coming out. Maybe one day. Can't promise it. But I think I could do that. Freddie said pheasant. Because you can't eat pigeon for 14 days straight, and it's the easiest to hunt. Little Pig said, "What? See, Band of Brothers? Yeah, never seen it. Never seen it. I'll be honest with you. You'll be surprised how many war films I've not seen. Yeah, that's quite a few. Loads of really classic World War II films I've not seen. I've probably seen more Vietnam films than World War II films. I'd be much more interested. This is the problem. What put me off years ago was the problem with a lot of World War II films that were made. Most of them would act like there wasn't actually anyone else apart from Americans, Germans in them, and it starts to get a bit boring when it's like we was in World War II from day fucking one, till the very end. Quite a few countries weren't. And then you watch these films and it's like we're not even in it, and it used to put me off. But then I don't know why, because as I say, I'm perfectly happy watching Vietnam War films. I don't know. That's it, Iron Man. Yeah, Rabbit Starvation from the SS Guard, exactly. Mother said, make a bus or bow from Killing Floor. I'd have to look that one up. Matt said, Mike, do you think it's possible to live off Wayne's favourite dish for cream of some young guy? So you tried that last time. Depends on what way you're inclined. Fuck's sake. Liam said, as said, where equals dare, Mike, Chris Burton, Clint, team up to fuck the Nazis. I think I've actually seen some of that recently on the telly. Zed said, where equals dare, there you go. You two agree on that. Dutch said, most people don't know Brazil sent 30k troops over to fight World War II. No, I didn't know that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is with World War II films. They're not specific enough for me, I suppose. I don't know what it is. The other thing is, quite a lot of them are quite old. And I think that used to put me off. I don't know why, because most of my favourite films are, well, quite a few of my favourite films are 60s, late 60s. So. Yeah, Clint, I like Clint Eastwood as well. Little Picker said, another good World War II series, if you can handle David Schwimmer, is The Uprising. Polish ghetto dwellers versus Nazis. Nice. Yeah, even, Inglourious Bastards. Even that, I didn't really. That's not, that would be in my lower tier Quentin Tarantino films. That and Django Unchained. Now, my favourite fucking Quentin Tarantino film, though, is this. All 2 hours, 43 fucking minutes of it. Not a boring second in it for me. Or however long it's on for. It's long, though, I know that. What does it say? Oh, 167 minutes. Yeah, that's 2 hours, 47 minutes. Yeah, nearly 2 hours, 50 minutes. Yeah, that I could understand if people didn't like that, though. Because it is long. Right, where am I? Freddie said Britain is underrated in World War II. By everyone but the Brits. Exactly. Matt said The Rhine Red Line is my favourite from 1977. Thinking Man's war film. Iron Man said, Mike, I heard that in extreme cold temperature, Siberians eat whole blocks of lard and butter to make them warm. Yeah, I can understand that. I suppose that's a bit like the Eskimos, isn't it? Eating fucking whale blubber and shit, isn't it? Liam says, I finished Red Dead recently. I ought to rewatch Hateful Eight. I'll tell you what I got recently in a nice HD version. The Wild Bunch. Zed, what was the films you sent me? The war films. I've still not got round to them yet. I don't think they're up there. I think they're in this drawer. But Dad sent me some, didn't you? I can't remember what they were. Bridge Too Far, Great Escape, Battle of Britain, and The Longest Day. Yeah. Did you mention them ones, Zed? Oh, Great Escape. But I already had the Great Escape, but that doesn't matter. Cheers for them. I'll get back into a sort of war mood one day. Black Hawk Down, never seen it. Kelly's Heroes, never seen it. Dust till Dawn, I like. Yeah, the old Hammer horror films. I have seen quite a few of those in the old days. Not for a long time though. But I must have seen a good load of the Hammer horror films because they was always being shown. Yeah, Wild Bunch is good, ain't it, Matt? Very good Western that is. Freddie said, have you watched Private Peaceful? I think it's a World War One film I watched like 8 years ago. No, never seen that. Defiance, I've wanted to watch Defiance for years. Never got round to that. That's with Daniel Craig, isn't it? Quatermass. Yeah, that sometimes they show that on BBC Two quite often. Actually, saying that, they put Quatermass on Radio 4 as a radio play as well sometimes. Just deciding whether I should put a video on quickly. Yeah, take this just to disrupt your flow. Disrupted his flow.
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
He still can't comment. I'll have to upload the full one day. Let me see if I can remember I watched a horror film recently, which was about a YouTuber or influencer who she was doing some photo shoot thing and someone gets murdered by supposed to be like the local dog killer. Goes on killing dogs, but he decides to kill the woman this time. And she decides to, for her channel, she decides to go and look after someone else's dog as tribute to this, this dog that died. Well, this woman who owned the dog died. But really, it's just a way to get more views. But while she's looking after the dog, she gets these weird phone calls, and it appears to be from the dog killer. And it starts showing her pictures of like her friends who are being tortured and shit. And she ends up doing a bit like a sort of Saw, not like Saw, but just being told, you got to do this, decide to do this, that kind of shit. Freddie said, "Oh, that's what we call diarrhea." That's class. That's be one of my favourites. You have to upload that. I can't be that cruel and upload it. Although Slings Up Where it actually said he would let me send that into what's it called on Channel 4? That clip show we send in your clips. Not I don't mean You've Been Framed. The rude one. Rude tube. All right. I'll see if I can remember some of these war films. But yeah, I have to be in the mood for war films. As I say, a genre that you'd think I would have seen a lot of, I've not. I'll tell you a film I didn't like. What's it called? Catherine Bigelow, Iraq war film about the bomb disposal bloke. Didn't like that at all. I can remember more about who directed it and shit than what it was called. It always makes me laugh at that. Jamie, you right, mate? How are you? How's Louise? What is that fucking film called? Simon's an enemy player. Never seen that one. Hurt Locker. That's it, Liam. You are right. It's Hurt Locker. Yeah, I didn't like that. It had about 4 English characters in, or British characters, and it made them all look like cunts and inept freak shows. And it was the SAS, which wouldn't be like that. You know, the fucking, probably one of the greatest fucking elite units in the world, let alone Britain. And it made them look like inept fucking retards. Freddie said, now that's what we call diarrhea. Like he's doing, and now that's what I call, yeah, that's what I call 80s. Yeah, exactly. But with diarrhea sounds. I'll tell you what, Freddie, the whole video, you could actually do that. There's enough different sounds. He's talking through the whole entire shitting session. Talking to himself. See you later, Matt. Good night, mate. You got work tomorrow, have you? Heroes of Tallymark. Yeah, I only know about that through Ray Mears, weirdly enough. That said, Where Eagles Dare is a war film. It's a bit different. The script was Alistair MacLean. Oh, I'll check it out. Was that one of the ones you got me, Dad? Liam said, have you seen Delta Force? That was mentioned before. Amazing film. Basically, Israel film about the real terrorist event, but rewrote it so Chuck Norris kills all terrorists. I know of that film, though. I know Delta Force. I know Chuck Norris is in it, but I've never actually seen it. Is that worth watching? I imagine it would. But I sometimes watch Walker, Texas Ranger. In all honesty, that's fucking brilliant. And how sort of weird it is. And he goes, I don't know if it's supposed to be his ancestor or not, but sometimes he's in Western times. But it's all the same characters. Yeah, same actors. Yeah, Hurt Locker, that's it. I imagine Hurt Locker's good. Good movie, except that SAS bit. SAS 100%. Exactly. They would, they're fucking. You don't get into the SAS and that by being inept freak shows, or do you? You wouldn't even get that far. Liam said, yeah, SCWs hate it today. As a bloke from a load of David Lynch films wearing brown face pretending to be an Arab. That's so. Yeah, I may have, because I'll be honest with you, again, I've not watched many Chuck Norris films. I actually like Chuck Norris. I may have to go on a little bit of Chuck Norris film spree because I love his sort of it's got, I think he's got a good legacy, really. It's fun. I love all the, Chuck Norris doesn't do press ups, he pushes the earth away and all that shit. Yeah. But yeah, Walker, Texas Ranger, that's all him just kicking the shit out of like 20 blokes. Nice one, Liam. Yeah, I've never watched it, but I know of it. I think the cover's got him got 2 Uzis in it or something, and in denim in it, I think. Or is that something? Or is that another one? Stug said, "Do you watch any TV series or just strict films?" I watch anything, Stug. I watch anything, but because up there I've got Game of Thrones. I've not watched. Deadwood. I've not watched. American Horror Story. I've not watched. I'll watch anything, Stug. Yeah, anything. I watch anything, Stug. I do sometimes get off with, not get off. I do get put off watching some TV series if they're like fucking 16 series long and 24 1-hour episodes. So that's a hell of a lot to watch. Oh, different one, is it, Liam? Nitpicker, someone should make a good SS movie. Maybe about Operation Barras. Which one was Operation Barras? Let me look. I'll know it when I see it. I can't think off the top of my head which one that was. Oh, the West Side Boys, yeah, when they got them pissed. I was thinking about that the other day, weirdly. It hasn't been such fucked up nutters that you've got all these people hostage, and then the enemy gives you a load of booze, so you drink it all and get fucked out your fucking faces. One of my favourite SS stories is probably the Battle of Mirbat. That was quite a good one. That was like fucking 6 SAS want it, and about 20 other blokes against like 2,000 fucking Iraqis or something like that. Freddie said, I'll be off, mate. Probably won't be on tomorrow, but it's holiday, so it might be on this week. All right, mate. See you later. Have a good night. Stark said, Behind Her Eyes was an excellent series. That ended brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah. That's probably one of the best TV series I've watched recently. I'll tell you what, if you want to watch something good, all of you lot, The Terror is on iPlayer right now. Liam said, magic and rap will protect us from bullets. Wrong. Exactly. So Saving Private Ryan was a good film until that bit about attacking tiger tanks with exploding socks. As Mike would say, for fuck's sake. I was going to say it then. Oh, God. I have to force myself not to say it sometimes. Ryan said Delta Force cover is Chuck and Lee Marvin wielding bazookas. All right. Try and find out. Put in Chuck Norris films and see which one is him holding up 2 Uzis with denim on, possibly black gloves. Someone do that for me, please. Save me doing it. Right, I'm doing it anyway. Right, let's see. I probably imagined it. No, Invasion USA. There you go. That's what, yeah, great story that was. Untold for years. Yeah, Battle of Me about, yeah, great, isn't it, really? Oh, yeah. Mirbat, very, like fascinating. Alright, so Delta Force has Chuck Lee. Oh no, Chuck Lee. Fuck's sake. Yeah, The Terror is very good. Liam recommended me that. Mark watched The Terror recently and really liked it. No, it's all right, Liam. That was it. Woke up now. I was quite tired earlier. I was wondering whether I was going to do the whole, 2 hours. I did find out recently, I found out today, that it's not 20 hours you can do on it, it's 12 hours. So tomorrow's might have to just be not on stream. It just means I can't play the little videos. But I only wanted to do it tonight, definitely, so I could show you how I did the prank video. Liam said Invasion USA is great fun as well. Terrorists are imported into America. We face Chuck Norris. Poor terrorists. OG Sky, he says, "Sup, mate? Did you ever get that crossbow butt pulled out?" Sadly not. It's actually still in there right now. I snapped the tip off, just left the rest in there. I should be all right. Watch in a couple of days and I'll show you how I did it. However you'd say it, Ilsa, the she-wolf of the SS. I have heard of that, if that's the one I'm thinking of. That's it. Enemy at the Gates is a great film as well. Not accurate, but still a great film. Yeah, I ain't fussed if they're not too accurate, after all, they are films, aren't they? Yeah, I think I'll have to go on a bit of a Chuck Norris spree one day. Too much other shit to fucking watch first. But yeah, I've heard of that, because I think that used to be some of Channel 4 used to like showing sort of like not band films and stuff like that, and yeah. Have you seen? Now I better not show you. Let me see if I can show you this without getting in trouble. Where are you? Actually, where the fuck would that be? Oh, there it is. Right, I'm gonna have to get. Yes, that is not actually Right, hang on. Hopefully I don't fall off my fucking chair. Yeah, Lighthouse, I watched that recently. That was good. Right, what surprises me about this film is it's actually a standard 18. Because I thought this was an R18, not a... yeah, Nazi exploitation, that's it. Shouldn't get in trouble. Totally uncut and uncensored. Well, that actually has got hardcore sex in it. Yeah, landing scene, Saving Private Ryan is brilliant. Some people get bored after that. It's a good film. Nothing in it comes close to that scene. But yeah, Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe, that's good. I like Willem Dafoe's quite good. Show the pictures on the back. I better not. Actually, no, it's got a breast out, so I better not. Because I got a bloody warning once just for showing the front of a porno magazine that didn't actually show anything. But yeah, that does actually have full on, penetrative sex. That's why I thought it was. I actually thought this was an R18, but it's not. It's an 18. I'll show you the rating. I'll show you this very, very carefully. I've got one. That ain't got it on it. I can't show you. But I thought I might have a film up here on the side that had the R18 certificate. But these ain't actually got the fucking certificates on them. I'll just check again. I better not be showing you the covers of these. Right. Oh man said Mike VHS gritty 80s porn is the best. Fuzzy muff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it weren't shaved in them days. No, that's it, Ivan. They didn't. Yeah, I think what he used to do, they used to film the normal stuff in the day, and then at night they'd get pornographic actors in, wouldn't they? Do all the hardcore sex bits. And then, yeah, so like Malcolm McDowell and Helen Mirren in that film, yeah, they was unaware that, yeah, that they was putting the hardcore sex scenes in, ain't it, Ivan? Worth a watch, but I would say one thing. You might see stuff in it that you wish you hadn't seen. So that said he saw it in the cinema, actually. What does the uncut one as well? Little Pigs of Caligula, I didn't like it. It's a pretentious porno. I'll be honest with you, I've only ever watched it once. I bought it on DVD just out of novelty factor. How long is it on for? It's quite long as well, I think. 156 minutes. What's that? 2 hours, 36 minutes. Yeah, and it's not the best film in the world. It's one of those, I think it's worth watching once if you're into films, just so you can say you've seen it. I'll tell you a film I wouldn't. I don't know what. I once looked up a list of 50 films everyone should watch, or or 50 films to see before you die, that kind of shit. Who's ever seen Pink Flamingos? And if you have, just write about. Tell me what happens in the end scene. You can just write a couple of words, and I'll know. Liam said, "Yeah, I watched it out of curiosity due to its reputation." That's sort of it. Why I watched it. I only ever watched it once. I'll probably never watch it again. Pink Flamingos. You'll definitely see stuff in that you don't want to see, but Pink Flamingos is John. Is it John Waters? Bloke with the little pencil moustache. It's worse than that, Liam. It's worse than that. But yeah, I don't think it's Jardinowski. It's John Waters. Walters. I can't remember if it's John Waters or Walters. Pink Flamingos with the drag queen Divine. Don't me give a spoiler what happens at the end of it. Pink Flamingos is basically about these two people who are in competition to do the most depraved, disgusting thing they can and do it like famously. So they both keep doing these really disgusting, fucking sick things. And at the end, this is an uncut scene. So a lot of people say it's real. I don't know how they would have done it in them days with the shit budget they had. Basically, Divine is walking behind a dog. The dog shits on the floor. This is all one take. The dog shits on the floor. She picks up the shit, puts it in her mouth, and then it ends. Ryan said, "My God, Pink Flamingos. I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but it involves dog poop." Yeah, I've accidentally spoiled it anyway. Fucking Pink Flamingos. That's the kind of film you only watch once. Zed said, "Have you seen the film Jungle Burger? It made me laugh so much I nearly hurt myself." I don't think I have. Let me look it up though, because I might have seen that. No, I haven't. No. I've seen a couple of things similar to that. Like, what was it? Was it Fritz the Cat? Oh, Lord Flashlight. You're right, mate. That's it, yeah. Iron Man said, "Don't Look Now" is a creepy movie. Don't Look Now. I'm pretty. Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna get that soon. I keep wanting. That keeps coming up. I've been meaning to watch that for years. Never ever got round to it. Yeah. Don't Look Now. That's the little girl who is, what's his name? Sutherland, isn't it? Donald Sutherland, isn't it? And daughter drowns at the beginning in the pond, don't she? I've never ever seen all of that. Yeah, a Serbian film that got mentioned on Liam's. I'll be honest, that's to a degree. I think I once watched that in fast forward because that's as much as I wanted to watch it. Because it sounds a bit like if you described that to someone, they'd actually think it was illegal, wouldn't they? Louise, you're right. Sorry, how long you been on? Did I miss you? Oh, that's with no women in the chat. So war, movies, and porn. Blokes night out, yeah. And then Louis said that don't matter to me. We didn't realise she was there. Quick, stop. Liam said, "Don't Look Now" allegedly had real sex scenes with Donald Trump. I did not know that. That gets shown either on the Horror Channel or Film 4 quite often. And I've been meaning to watch it loads of times. Just never got round to it. Yeah. A Serbian film I don't even like talking about. If you even described a little bit of that, it just sounds so fucking wrong. I have not seen Greyhound. Let me Google that quickly. Is that about like the Americans call their sort of bus system Greyhound, don't they? That's something completely different. Also, it could be a dog as well, can it? Is it the Greyhounds they call their bus system? It ain't that though. Yeah, 120 Days of Sodom I've seen on the list to watch. But some of them I just can't be asked to, if you know what I mean. Some of them just sound like, I don't know. Then he said, "I've broken my nose and wrist." Have you really? Okay, how did you do that? If you want that. And that's drinking, not the other thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's breaking your nose doing something like that. So, yeah, that was not that sign. It was a... I must remember if I'm going to do the drinking side just to go, not. Little Picker said, yeah, I believe so. I had some decide in my teenage years. It's all a bit silly. Said Louise, yeah, after winning the Battle of Britain for us, they went on to win the Battle of the Atlantic for us as well. Made me swear. Oh, is that Greyhound? That's a keep digging, like. Fuck's sake. Got nothing to read at the minute. I see, I got a video I could put on. Everyone's just chatting to each other. What's everyone got planned for tomorrow? Is lockdown been eased now? I don't know. Has it officially been eased or not? I suppose if people are shielding, they can't anyway. But Iron Man said my favourite horror movies are The Shining, Stir of Echoes, and Don't Look Now. Oh, really? All right, Iron Man. I'll have a good look tonight and see if I can get Don't Look Now, because I've actually always wanted to watch that. Yeah. Yeah, I like The Shining. I read the book to The Shining as well. I love that. Stir of Echoes I've not seen. That's Kevin Bacon, isn't it? Yeah. I'll try and get Don't Look Now tonight. In fact, I might even watch it tonight if I can get it straight away. Oh, and said in England, I think it's been relaxed, but on the Isle of Man, we're still in the shit for now. So hopefully next things will be relaxed. Next week things will be relaxed. Jet washing the parents' drives. April. Well, that's it, innit? Fucking bank holiday. They've been painting here. I had a nice relaxing day doing fuck all. And I should be doing fuck all tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And then Tuesday it'll be back to relentless shit. But it's the opposite for most people. Bank holiday, you got to do the fucking chores that the missus have been wanting. Lucky I do them in the week. Little Pigs, I watched The Shining for the first time last night. I've seen all the best bits before though. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? Yeah. There's a good extended, I don't know if it's an extended version, but there's a version of The Shining you can get that's about 20 minutes longer than the normal version. It doesn't really add a lot, but it does add 20 more minutes of fucking good atmosphere. Because although The Shining isn't actually anything like the book, it's a good film. I wish he hadn't called it The Shining though, because the story isn't The Shining. Paul said, any holidays I'm not working, someone always finds a job for me to do. Liam said, I think there might be a HD copy of Turkish on YouTube. Ah, nice one. Link me that. Funny thing is, Liam, you'd be surprised how many that Don't Look Now is probably on there. You have to just find them by pure fluke, because sometimes I search them, don't find nothing. Sometimes I'll write it down now. You know, often I've found these films, they've been uploaded like 2 days ago. I've written it down, YouTube. That's sad, Louise. It annoyed me. The British and Australian captains were painted as idiots who didn't know what they were doing. Yeah, that's why I don't like a lot of war films, Zed. It gets on your fucking nerves, doesn't it? OG Willie's World. I was recommended that by Liam recently. I've got a copy of that. Yeah, got a copy of that. Ready to go. Yeah, Kenny said Shining 2 is when the boy grows up. I've got the DVD to Doctor Sleep and the book. I've not read the book and I haven't seen the film yet. I want to read the book first. So again, though, they changed the story, but then they always do. They always do change the stories. I was going to say Daily Motion is good for older movies and TV series. Yeah, I often forget that one. I often forget about that. So he's starting on the jokes now. Then he said, how do you find Will Smith in the snow? Follow his Fresh Prince. Very nice. Yeah, I've actually got Dr. Sleep's book down there. Can't got me. He's down there somewhere. Liam said, I'll be off to bed now. We'll see if I can quickly find and PM your turkey shoot. Nice one. I did write it down, so I will actually have a look. That's my quick writing, by the way. I can write better than that. I ain't that much of a fucking spaz. Ryan said, read Doctor Sleep first and watch the movie. I definitely will, yeah. Yeah, they're not always the same, are they? Tactical said, YouTube channel Dust, sci-fi short films if you get bored. I'm pretty sure I've got that on a watch list or a bookmark. Tactical. Cheers for that. Actually, I'll tell you what, I've got Amazon as well. Amazon Prime, so I might be able to look on there. Oh, yeah, the Unbreakable, yes. I've not seen the last one of that. What's the last one called? Well, I've seen the first, second one. What was the second one? That was old James McAvoy with the split personalities, wasn't it? Split. Is the third one called Glass? Am I imagining that? But they're good. I like them. M. Night Shyamalan's films are quite good, actually. Oh, all right, Kenny. Yeah, Upgrade. All right. Yeah, I think who was it who recommended me that before? Was it you, Zed? Midnight Express. That's John Voight and it. John Voight and Dustin Hoffman in it. The old male prostitute and pimp in it. Yeah, no, I won't read it, Kenny. I'll quite enjoy watching films that I don't. Sometimes I'd rather not know anything about them. No, that's not Midnight Cowboy. I'm thinking about Midnight Express. I'm thinking about Midnight Cowboy, aren't I? What's Midnight Express then, Paul? Yeah, I suddenly remembered. Or am I? Yeah, no, it's not. Prison near. Oh, Midnight Express. Yeah, now I do know the one. Yeah, I actually always wanted to watch that. That's in the that's the one in the foreign? They're in the foreign prison, aren't they? Like a fucking. Let me see. Yeah, Turkey prison. That's the one. Yeah, Turkish prison. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. That's what I see dead people. I still don't see the end coming. Yeah, Midnight Express. That's the one in the prison, isn't it? Yeah, it's got some quite horrific scenes in it, I think, from what I've read. Yeah, I've actually always wanted to watch that. Yeah, I was thinking of Midnight Cowboy. Might even be called that. Ryan, yeah, Glass. That's the last one, isn't it? Yeah, I'll tell you what, Kenny, I very, very rarely watch trailers unless it just I can't get nothing from the film. Like if it sound, like some films just seem good. Sometimes, you know what I mean. Hello, Louise. How are you? You still never told us how you broke your nose, or was that something else? Iron Man said, books are the most important thing you shit fan. All the power grid gets fried. Exactly. I often look at books and I think, yeah, that'd be well handy if the electric went. You know, books that show you how to make things and shit, and we've got loads of books like that. Right, I'll be going off at 1:30 tonight, by the way. That was the last movie I watched was The Equalizer 2. Not bad. Yeah, you haven't watched. That's a while when you watched that, wasn't it? You haven't watched one since then. Yeah, I've obviously not watched anything good because I can't remember what they was called. That one, yeah, I cannot remember what that one was called. With the woman and the dog fucking, not the dog fucking, the dog killer. I watched a couple of manga films, you know, the old animes. Horror. Yes, I don't think I put it on here yet. I think it was called Shook. Shook. I'd give it about a 3 out of 10 in all honesty. I rewatched it again Monday, did you? Little Pig is a gun enthusiast, dislikes films with 13 shot 6 guns. Mechanics dislike films with wrecked cars, inexplicably exploding. Lockpickers dislike films with a single tall lockpick. Yeah, that always cracks me up. the single hair clip or single paper clip, just rattle it around open in about 2 seconds. Total bollocks. Need a tension tool for a start. Yeah, I've never seen the original Equalizers, or I don't what the original Equalizer was TV series one, or was there films of that anyway, as well. Edward Woodward won it. The remakes are Denzel Washington, is it? Ryan said First Squad is a good anime film set in Russia during World War II, paranormal fighting, Nazi demons. Yeah, that does sound good. I like the sound of that. Yeah, so if I can get it, I might watch Don't Look Now tonight. Depends on how quick I can get it. I don't want to be up all fucking night. But if I can get it within like 10 minutes of this ending, depending on how long it is, yeah, I see. I don't want to be up till 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll see. I ain't got nothing to get up for tomorrow, though. He said, "What Skylines?" the other day. Got 30 minutes into it and thought it was shit compared to the trailer. They said, "That's a shame, isn't it?" Well, I don't know about Skylines. Let me Google that quickly. Is that the one I think it is? Oh no, it's not. It's that brand new film. Yeah, yeah. I hate it when they make things look good on trailers and then they're total shit. Chroma. So, do you prefer the katana-sized handle or the wakizashi? For cutting, when I do bottle cutting chroma, I actually prefer a single-handed handle. I find when I'm using a katana, I find I want to hold it right up near the guard, and you've got the rest of that handle sticking out, getting in the way. Just don't feel right. Yeah, I actually prefer a small, wakizashi one-handed handle. Depending on what you're doing, I'm only cutting water bottles, so I prefer one-handed. Two hand, fucking awkward. I'm trying to cut like that with 2 hands, just my arms don't go in the right place. Yeah, Machete's good. I like Machete. Yeah, they're just over the top. Robert Rodriguez nutcase films, aren't they? They're good. Planet Terror is excellent. Planet Terror better than Machete, I think. Planet Terror, I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah, depending on what you're doing, Chroma, but the handle's too big. I suppose it depends what kind of cutting you're doing. And if you know how to do it, I don't really. I prefer just I'm not trained at cutting. I can cut a fucking milk jug good, but I got no, I'm not cutting out, a professional would recommend, but I probably cut more rings than a fucking, some of the decent bottle cutters I've seen cannot cut as many rings off a bottle as I can, and they're fucking professional, fucking, not professional, but these people are trained with swords. Zed said, "Did everyone hear my swearing? Fucking chair jumped out at me, hit my bad toe in a vicious manner. Bastard thing. What, just now? Fuck's sake. Did my bottle cutting competition. The only two people who joined in was Stu and Timbo. So eventually, when I've got a bit of money, I'll send them both something. Yeah, because those are the only ones who joined in, so it's over now. So they both won their categories. Timbo 66 and SAK 94. That's it. I'm not laughing, Zed, honestly. I said, I thought I had something. I said, yes, just now. I want to get coffee. Fuck's sake. Kenny said, I bought a Dremel 3000 yesterday. No one recommended them. I've never had a Dremel. Never had one. I have heard they are very handy things, though. I could do with a Dremel. Funny thing, we have got a Dremel here, but I don't know if it's... When I tried it, it didn't work. So I'll have to try a couple of things. It may be a loose wire. It may be the fuse has gone, or maybe it's been burnt out. But I will try it one day. Yeah, Tactical said it's your fault. You bloody nailed it on your game, Mike. No chance, right? I think I did go over the top, really, didn't I? I went over the top and fucking made it so no one could fucking join, which was partly my plan. But I thought some people would still have a go. And on said, "All right, mate, just got fully booted from a YouTube Discord. Did you? What, like banned from them? Fuck's sake." He said, "Dremels are brilliant as long as you know their limits." And on said, "That's what I love about you, Mike, is that you're a real down to earth Englishman." Cheers, mate. I appreciate it. Kenny said, I'm going to use it for making a telescopic slingshot. I thought I said baton at first. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Ryan said, right, the missus is out of the living room, so I'm off to get Subnautica downloaded on the PS4 and play some Wipeout Amiga. Nice one, mate. Yeah, interesting stream. Yeah, nice one and on. Cheers, mate. Yeah, go and get your game, Ryan. That's the funny thing is, I might end up playing that if I can't get Don't Look Now. But saying that, I did a couple of hours on it earlier. Not really in the mood for it at the minute. Because that Subnautica's good, but it involves a lot of sort of grinding, just doing, collecting shit, bringing it back, collecting shit, bringing it back, before you can do something. Right, yeah, I'll keep that in mind, Tactical. So don't buy cheap Dremel bits, dangerous as fuck. Was a good job I had specs on. Cutting disc exploded. Yeah, that's fucking dodgy, isn't it? Graham said, what was the last Assassin's Creed game you played? The very first one. It's the only one I've ever played. But, did you know... Right, where's my... Right, you see this game? Assassin's Creed Syndicate. At least 4 of the knuckle dusters that are used in that game were actually designed by me and copied from my pictures I took. So yeah, my knuckle dusters are in that game if you ever play it. At least 4 of them. Kenny said, my first time watching your live stream. I enjoyed. Oh, nice one, Cal. I didn't realise that. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. Yeah, this is pretty much what they are. Just chat about anything. You don't have to chat about anything specific. I didn't get paid for it, Craig. Like, they just nicked my pictures. Yeah, no, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Kenny. It's nice knowing, someone new could get on, have a chat. Yeah, we just do what we chat about can be different every night. It sometimes comes back to the same things, though, because we've all got the same sort of interests. And quite a lot of you know that, yeah, I do collect weapons, but sometimes I'd be more eager to sort of talk about films. I'll talk about anything though. Doug said, I'm terrified of angle grinders. My uncle cut his hand with one before, and they can hardly move. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Stug. I've always hated using angle grinders. That's why full eye protection. I have a fucking leather apron that comes right under my chin, because a lot of them stop there. Mine don't. Mine comes right to there. Yeah. Yeah. You got to be very careful with angle grinders. But I've never ever been like fully comfortable using an angle grinder. I think in a way that's a good thing because then you don't get complacent with it. That's it, and they didn't even give you a mention, did they, Mike? A bunch of bastards. Yeah, I make out like I was actually part of it. No, they just stole it off me. Stole my fucking designs. No money. No, not even a designed by WeaponCollector or anything. Really, Kenny? Yeah, it's terrible. You know, I think I'll be honest with you though. I do think when you do have these accidents, it's a freak accident though, because I have known people to have, who've had discs break and no injury, like multiple discs in one day break, no injuries at all. My dad cut his leg with an angle grinder once and just he didn't go to hospital. Probably should have though. So you can have an injury, you know, you can have something explode and not fuck you up, put it that way. It's not like a given that it's gonna fucking really fuck you up. But yeah, I'm never really comfortable with angle grinders, but I'll always make sure guards are on, safety equipment's worn. The only thing I don't wear is gloves, because I don't feel I'm safe enough holding it with gloves on though. Yeah, common sense. I read your guards. I thought you meant guards for angle grinders. How dare they steal from the king of the knuckles? Yeah, guards. Exactly. Yeah, terrible though, Kenny. Yeah, it's not a very nice thing to hear. Yeah, sorry to hear that. 1,000 Ways to Die. Not sure I've seen that one. No, I've not seen it, but I've heard of it. Right, I'm gonna have to go off now. I'm not in a rush to go off, but yeah, I'll get ready to go now. But I've never, you can use a jigsaw with not really thinking about it. You can use a drill, depending on what you're doing, and not really have to think about it. But angle grinder, you have to make sure you're concentrating every bit of that, and make sure when you're putting the blade on, it's on properly, the guard's on, you got all your shit on. Mother said, many people say katana is overrated. Yeah, I think it's just a lot of people who know nothing about swords and that believe the old weird myths that, you know, cut through a fucking tree with them. But in all honesty, I think a lot of katanas compared to other swords at the time, the metal, I think katanas in the place they was made was really good. But if you compared an old katana to an old, you know, English sword or something, our steels was better supposedly. I don't really know. I'm not an expert on that. Marone Messi, yes, I do remember you. Yes. There you go. Chroma said the same thing. Yeah, good for its time reason. The Japanese longsword superior. Yeah, I haven't watched the Weird Sisters yet, Zed, but I've got it. I've got it like on my hard drive. Cheers for the chat, everyone. Stay safe and don't forget to like stream. Yeah, thank you, mate. Yeah, not very good at Kenny. Circular saws can be a bit of a you got to be careful with them bastards as well. Right, thank you for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. I keep thinking it's Saturday today because of everyone being at home, so I shouldn't forget to stream tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. I ain't doing nothing unless I wake up tomorrow and I've not got a single pain in my body, and on all my gout remedies turn up. I'll be on tomorrow night. All right. Yeah, cheers for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, you see some really fucked up chainsaw fucking stuff. And because the thing with chainsaw, you also have to be careful, not just of the chainsaw, of where the thing is falling or coming off when you do it. I think the problem is you see a lot of twats using chainsaws who've literally got no fucking training. Right. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good evening. Watch a film or something, and we'll talk about it tomorrow night. All right. Stacks, and hopefully you wake up 20 years younger. Fucking hope so. I will take 2 of them codeines though that Jim recommended. Cheers for that, Jim. I know you probably ain't on now, because he's on a lot of painkillers. He said it sends him to sleep. Yeah. So when it gets to sort of 10, half 10, he's falling asleep. See you later, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.